Over the recent years, something has plagued many hobbies, that being scalping. Something we all love and know very, very well. Now, while scalping has always technically been a thing, its popularity, or rather I should say plague, has essentially become a staple in every single hobby post-2020. The main hobby suffering from this has obviously been the Pokemon trading card game, something I used to collect as a kid very often, and has since then kind of eased up on because of the prices. I don't even have to get into what happened to Pokemon cards, I'm sure everyone knows, but essentially most cards that were $10, $20 a few years ago are now worth hundreds, even thousands of dollars. And all new products being released are almost impossible to obtain. People waiting outside stores, using bots to instantly buy up all product online, or simply buying to resell makes collecting cards nearly impossible without breaking the bank. But where does LEGO come into all this? LEGO is arguably one of the most popular toys of all time, ranging across dozens of different themes, original themes, licensed themes, you name it, and generating billions of dollars every single year. Now with that, you would think it's scalped, right? But that's the thing, it really isn't. Now before you get mad at me in the comment section, let me explain first. The most notable chase figure of all time in LEGO was the infamous Mr. Gold. Mr. Gold was a CMF figure that released in 2013 as an ultra rare collectible, only 5,000 ever made. So in 2013, almost 13 years ago, you could go to any store, LEGO store, Walmart, Target, and buy a CMF pack or two and test your luck. But surprisingly, it wasn't that scalped. Yeah, people bought a lot, people bought a few cases, but going to the store, you could actually find a product here and there, believe it or not. Now in 2026, he's going to run you thousands of dollars, but that's rightfully so, he's pretty freaking cool. Now on that same CMF trend, recently, the LEGO Series 29 CMF figures came out and had two very popular minifigures in there. That being the Bionicle Fan and the Mysterious Ronin, but with this came a massive influx of scalpers trying to buy up all the supply to resell and make a profit. But the problem is, these aren't like the Mr. Gold minifigure, these are standard minifigures, and by that I mean they're just as common as every other minifigure. Another figure from the same series, the Hunter minifigure, comes 3 figures in a case. Just like the rest of them, they all come 3 minifigures in a case. They're in a 1 of 5,000, they're in a 1 of 10,000, they're already in a 1 of 100,000. There's essentially an infinite number of them. People just hunt them down and scalp them. It's literally just a false sense of scarcity. But because of the scarcity of these minifigures, people will try to buy them up to make a profit. But the problem is, that didn't really work. Honestly, it kind of failed. Now, how can we figure out if it failed or worked? We can look at Bricklink recently sold sales. Over the past 6 months, both of these figures sold for an average of $7 a piece. Now, while they retail about $4.99, $7 isn't that far off $5. Now yes, it's a $2 profit, but if you consider seller fees and shipping costs, everything like that, you'd literally be losing money selling this for a $2 profit. It wouldn't be worth it. So the fact is, it isn't even profitable. Now you can go on Facebook, you can go on Craigslist, you can go on eBay, and find people selling them for 15, 20 bucks a piece, but they'll just sit there. The listings will sit there for months and weeks, not being sold because no one's going to buy it for that much. Now, LEGO stores do restock these fairly often. Places like Walmart, Target only restock them once, usually, and that's it. They don't get any more. Places like the LEGO store restock these all the time. You can go back every Monday or Thursday when they restock and find these if you're there early enough. They're not that hard. I literally got both of these like a week ago with Minas Tirith. Now, on that same note of scalping, we can go ahead and look at LEGO Pokemon. Obviously, like I said earlier, Pokemon has been a huge thing in scalping right now. It's impossible to find any product. It's super expensive, yada yada. Now, LEGO recently just did a Pokemon collab and is making a whole theme of it, in which this set right here came out with the 3 starters in it, costing $650, as well as a Pikachu Eevee and more smart play sets soon to come. Now, before this thing even launched, people were like, oh, it's going to be impossible to find. Scalpers are going to get it. People thought it was going to be $1,000 to buy. You're going to be able to get it for months. I remember going on Facebook and seeing this set for $900 sealed the day of release. I said, that's stupid. Who's going to buy that? On that same note, I saw some people try to scalp it, and they never sold it. They were selling it for $650, and those same people verifiably are not selling it for under retail, trying to get rid of it because they bought something they couldn't flip. So this once again shows LEGO community versus scalpers. LEGO fans tend to win, unlike most other hobbies. People tried to scalp the set. It didn't fail. No LEGO fans paying over $50 over retail for that set. It's just not going to happen. $700, maybe. If you don't live near a LEGO store, that's kind of fair. I mean, you can only get it at LEGO stores. But I just find it ironic that people spent $650 on a LEGO set for Pokemon to try to scalp, and now they're having to sell it for under retail just to get rid of it to recoup some of their investment. Later this year, we're getting more LEGO Pokemon sets. We're getting Pokemon sets in the shape of actual cards, which I don't know how that's going to go. We'll see. We're also getting Dragon Ball, Yu-Gi-Oh!, which could very likely be scalped, but I'm excited to see how LEGO fans react to that. I don't think scalping is going to work for LEGO fans. Most LEGO fans have some sensibility not to buy something over retail. Now, you can go to LEGO conventions and find on-shelf sets for like double the price, and there will be these mom and kids buying them. I don't know why. Those are kind of one-off examples, but for the most part, scalping new release sets doesn't really work in the LEGO community, which I'm proud of. Scalping is destroying a lot of hobbies right now, and the fact that LEGO, my favorite hobby, is not being affected by that, at least majorly, is pretty reassuring. It's hard to get this figure for a while. It was. I had to wait like 2 months to get it, but I found it. 2 months. It's a long time, but not really. I mean, it's a single minifigure, like who cares? But it goes to show that LEGO community versus scalpers, LEGO fans tend to win, so I'm happy with that. But for now, thanks for watching. Peace out.